What do you think it's gonna do?
Huh?
What horsepower do you think it's gonna do?
185.
185.
Not enough to beat Dave. Just barely beat Dave.
Yeah, I think Dave's made 182, 183, something like that. So with the Brent flash, they made what, 183?
182.97, yeah.
182.9. Put it back to stock, file on it, and made 150 something?
157.
157. So now we're putting Chris's flash on there, and I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. The Brent flash is actually pretty good. Pretty smooth power curve.
Alright, everything is good except for the pair valve.
Alright, so we've been hanging out here for a while. Went to put the Woolich flash on it and get it dyno tuned, and it wouldn't start. So long story short, we figured out when you Brentune these things, originally I guess in 20 or whenever it was they came out with the Brentune, they were the first ones to flash it. You had to swap the firing order from US or to, was it US to Europe or Europe to US firing order?
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Yeah.
And so we had to swap it back. We've been trying to figure that out for a fucking hour or so. So you have to swap it back or it won't even run. And we just now it's running. But when the firing order is backwards compared to what the map is on the ECU, it backfires really loud. But now it's running, so we're gonna see what it does, I guess. You know? So it's running now. Chris said when he first took the ECU out, he noticed the wire was pulled away from the rest of the wires, but didn't really pay attention to it. Didn't think much, maybe it was dyno before. And I asked the guy I got the bike from, hey, did you have to repin anything like that? And he's like, no, I just plugged the flash in and, you know, flashed it by the directions. Which maybe he didn't, maybe he wasn't the one who flashed it, I'm not actually sure. But it definitely had to get pinned back the way it's supposed to be. So, here we are. I hope so. It made what, 5 more horsepower than the other Brentune?
Already at 188. That's the most I've ever on an R1. And our air fuel ratio at the 188 is pretty close to perfect, like right now.
Yeah.
So I can't see us like getting a lot more power.
Yeah, yeah.
But like right here, it's crazy lean.
Yeah.
Meaning that we got more power left right there. So
yeah.
Once we correct that, you know, but basically if you did a mill and ECU flash, that's what you would have got.
Which is better than
Which is better.
what was on there.
Yeah.
And that was just with your...
That's my mill in, yeah, that's with a full acro check.
5 more horsepower than the other one.
Yeah. So, right off the bat, we're already, you know, improved. We just gotta tweak our fuel. Our part throttle fuel is already a million times better than it was as well. You see it like it, you know, 9 and 10,000 as I was just rolling into it. It was in the 13s the whole time, which is what you want. You know, you're like,
I observed that little dip right there. Is that also
fucking every goddamn one of them got it. It's those moving velocity stacks.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so if you look at your original tune with Brent, you have that also.
It had the dip in it too, yeah.
It just dips a different place.
Right.
So it actually dips a little harder, but they all gonna dip. I can move that dip up or down the hill.
We'll just
I
go
figured it
somewhere
was
else.
something mechanical because I saw the torque curve also have it as
It's
well.
gonna dip. That's because our air fuel, perfect there with Brent and with me. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be
So even on your Flash and Brent, the air fuel was, you know, decent on both.
Wide open, it was actually good on both of them, you know what I mean?
So what made the difference in the horsepower?
Something with the ignition timing. See, I can't see what all's in these.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
something different there, though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 5 horsepower, that's a good bit on a
Yeah.
bike with nothing done.
Not too shabby, man.
Hit it.
It's definitely the best one I've ever done.
I was about to pick this nitrous bottle up and spray it one time.
Exactly.
We're gonna make it to that number.
Clear it out a little bit. So I tried dumping a bunch of fuel at like 14,000. No matter what, it's cutting ignition or something there. And I don't have no way of adjusting nothing like that. Not that it's too much matter in any way, because like I said, it's still, you know, seems to be working.
Man, it still made 190.
Yeah, no matter what. So we got to fix a little bit right here and a little bit right here, and you are ready to get out of here.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, pretty solid right there.
That exhaust is good.
I mean, it definitely is good stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
There is a lot goes into building exhaust more than people think. You know,
Yeah.
they think that, oh, as long as the header's this size and it's going to do, and it's not the way it works. You know, I mean, there's a lot goes into that stuff.
Even the outlet on that exhaust is bigger than most that you buy that are the Yoshis.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. That exhaust is not your standard cheap.
Because those are, I mean, that was built for a super bike, basically, engine from Moto America.
Because this needs a lot of fuel, like 9,500 RPMs. We've had to put a ton in it.
It's like, oh, I got all this air, give me some gas. Shit. Factory exhaust. .190 horsepower.